Alright guys, how's it going? And welcome to the Action Channel. So today I have a different kind of video for you. It deals with the worst bodybuilding accidents on stage. Now in this video, obviously we're dealing with the most extreme cases that we have ever seen. But I would like to point out that it's a well-known fact that resistance training at the gym is one of the healthiest types of exercise you can ever do. And most doctors these days definitely recommend it. However, just like anything else in life, if you take things to the extreme, you will either come out on top or things can go horribly wrong. So today, let's take a look at some bodybuilders where things did not exactly go as planned while competing. Let's start by checking out the most freak accidents that I've ever seen. Okay, so I believe the first bodybuilder's name is Cisi Tabete, a South African bodybuilder, and this took place in 2017. He had been playing to the crowd before the contest. He walked out slowly towards the center of the gymnasium while encouraging the spectators to cheer on him. He attempted to do a backflip which went horribly wrong. Apparently he did not rotate far enough and landed on his head, and that resulted in him breaking his neck. The incident was caught on camera and footage shows several people coming to his aid after the initial shock of what happened left the audience stunned. Some people later speculated that perhaps it was because he was wearing socks, and that somehow resulted in him not being able to do a complete backflip. And since this happened in more recent times during social media, it didn't take long for the footage to go viral. Okay, so the next on the list is Brazilian bodybuilder Antonio Souza that died at just 26 years of age. Now technically he did not actually die on stage, but I believe it was just hours after the show, in which he actually ended up winning a trophy. Antonio Souza told his wife prior to competing at the show that he felt a strong pain in his chest, and apparently right after the show he collapsed and died. Now it's pretty common among bodybuilders to get rid of extra water just before a show, to make the muscles pop out even more. And one way of doing that is by taking diuretics, which is a drug that assists the body in getting rid of extra fluid and water, something that may have made him dehydrated. Souza started training at age 15 and saw the sport as a way to provide a better life for his mother and his sister. His dream was to be recognized for doing what he loved and to be able to provide for his family. He was always very focused. He knew his goal and literally gave his life for this sport. He competed until his last breath. At the time of his death, he had competed for 5 years. A very tragic loss. Now the next accident that happened on the bodybuilding stage is less dramatic than the previous ones. However, the reason I'm bringing it up is because it deals with the most famous bodybuilder of all, Arnold Schwarzenegger. In 1971, he went to South Africa to do an exhibition. However, when he arrived, the Mr. Olympia found out that there was no posing platform. Now, of course, a platform is a must-have for the audience to view the bodybuilders on stage. So what did Arnold do? Well, he decided to build one. Later on, when he actually got on stage to do the posing routine, the whole thing actually collapsed with a scary crash. Schwarzenegger mentions this in his book, Education of a Bodybuilder. Now, personally, I would say next time Arnold should probably hire a professional carpenter to get the job done. But hey, maybe he was in a hurry and he couldn't find one. Now, you'd think that Arnold would be able to just walk away from it. However, it turned out to be much worse. He landed straight on his back with his leg pinned under him. The accident tore his knee cartilage and dislocated his kneecap. After a successful surgery, the doctors put Arnold's entire leg in a cast, and the man could barely walk, even with crutches. The doctor told Arnold, when you break a bone, eventually it will grow out even stronger, and that put a smile on Arnold's face. And of course, let's not forget the famous case of Hearn, that literally walked off the stage, or fell off the stage. However, it's okay for us to laugh at this one because nothing happened to the man. And he just got back up like it was no big deal. Okay, so the last guy on the list is not really an accident. It more showed what a man felt like after he disagreed with the judge's placing. Okay, so this one is really crazy. The Greek bodybuilder Janis Magos won his weight division in a bodybuilding competition in Greece, but was not declared the overall winner of the event. This apparently struck a nerve with the man, so he decided to take his frustration out on the judge, whose name was Armando Marquez. And he was apparently a long-time respected official in the International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness Circles. This was just not a very good day for him. Now, as you can see here, it gives us a pretty good look at the bodybuilder as he stalks around the scorer's table. And then poor Marquez walked right into a bitch slap. Now, thank God nothing happened to the judge, but still. Now apparently the cameras only caught the slap itself. There are other reports, and I cannot verify this, that bodybuilder Magos apparently went nuts on the judges' tables and then pulled out his penis. Now did that actually happen, or was it just one of those fake news kind of thing? Who knows? Okay, now let's talk consequences for the man. Later on that year, the IFBB ended up slapping back, so to say, banning the bodybuilder for life, which is a really big deal, especially when you're a professional bodybuilder and that's how you make your living. Now this happened in 2016, so who knows what the man is up to these days. He probably had to type his resume. Now what's really sad and interesting here is that Janis Magos was actually a champion bodybuilder, but he'll probably go down in history as the slapping bodybuilder. Now where have we seen something like that in the last couple of years? Oh yeah, right. Alright guys, thanks for checking into the action department here. If you want to see more stuff like this about bodybuilding, fitness, martial arts, action movies, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day now.